Hi and welcome everyone. Lisa here for Whimsy Stamps. Thanks for taking the time to join me. Today I am creating a Slimline Peekaboo gift card holder, and we want to send a shout out to Deb Valder from Teaspoon of Fun. She is the one who came up with this idea. She's the inspiration behind this gift card holder. We want to say thank you to her for the inspiration, and we want to also let you know that we have her blog and her YouTube channel linked below in the description box, so you can hop over there and give her some crafty love as well. Here in front of me, I have a few products I'm going to be using on my version of the gift card holder. I have the Holiday Mini Sentiment Set. This is a great set to have because the font is a little bit smaller in these sentiments, and sometimes I like a smaller font. It also has some great words for tags, to and from, love. So this is just perfect for cards, tags, so many projects. Forest Majesty die set, the Snow Flurry 4x6, and of course we have our Slimline Peekaboo die. I also use the large Mary word as well. Now I'm adding some anti-static powder to a piece of navy cardstock in my Misty. I've arranged the snowflakes from the Snow Flurry stamp set, and I'm going to stamp these all on the panel. And while I'm stamping these, I'm going to tell you that in a few minutes you're going to notice the panel's different than what I'm stamping. And that's because I went through the whole process of stamping the whole panel, adding my embossing powder, heat setting this panel, inking the panel up, and then taking it to the die cut machine and messing it up. So just know that the next panel you see is done the same exact way. It just doesn't have the word snow on it. I decided that I would leave that word off of there. We've added our clear embossing powder, and we're going to go ahead and heat set this. I'm using my Hero Arts Unicorn Pigment ink, and I'm going to cover the entire panel. Now you want to take your time with pigment ink and build it up. You don't want to try to go heavy all at one time. So light layers to build this up, as you can see I'm doing here. And I'm laying my ink on my mat, and that way I don't contaminate my ink pad with colors. I keep my pad nice and white, and I don't have to worry about that. So I'm lightly removing that excess ink off of the embossed snowflakes, and you want to be careful when you're removing ink from your snowflakes. If you've ever noticed, if you rub your embossing too much, it starts to really dull down. So you can take your heat gun to it, heat that embossing powder back up, and it revives it. Now that we have our white ink down, we've dried it with our heat gun, I'm going to come in with the polka dot stencil. Now this stencil to me best mimics falling snow out of what I have, so I decided to go with it. And I'm just going to lightly go over it with my white pigment ink. And this is we're starting to build layers here. And by the time we're done, we're going to have some dimension on this one layer card here. So I, of course, came in with my heat tool. I dried the snowflakes that we just stenciled with my heat gun. And now I'm coming in with some dye inks. And you're going to notice that the pigment ink is resisting the dye ink. And it's going to create some really cool dimension like I mentioned. Here I'm using nautical blue and darkening up the edges. I'm coming in now with tuxedo black and really darkening those edges up. Now you want to fade into the center. You don't want to cover the whole panel with the dye ink. We want that white in the center to really make it glow. I went back over the panel with my pigment ink and blended out those edges. Now I'm going to do one more layer, a very light layer of the polka dots again to create one more layer of dimension there. And you can see how you get such great dimension with that. I know I've said dimension entirely too many times. I promise I won't say it anymore, but it's true. It gives you such a great effect that I absolutely love this technique of using the white pigment ink and then using the dye inks on the edge. It gives you that brightness in the center, the layering. It's just so pretty. So, of course, you've heard me talk about my white brush cartoonist pen. I absolutely love this thing for white splatter. It to me gives the best white splatter and it stays opaque. Okay, so here I've cut a panel to build my scene on for the right window of my Slimline Peekaboo. And I decided I would run that through my die cut machine with an embossing folder. So any snowflake embossing folder you have, or any embossing folder that you think will create a nice background scene for your um, deer and trees, by all means use it. The ink that was left on my brush from the white pigment ink I was using, I lightly went over that embossing just to pull it out a little bit, and I'm going to trim it down just a little bit so it's a tad bit smaller than my peekaboo die. And then we're going to go ahead and start building our scene on this card. So you notice how I have these stacked one on top of the other here. By doing this, it just lets me eyeball where I need to put this stuff. So I'm adding these with some liquid adhesive. We're going to set these aside and let them dry. And while they're drying, we're going to go ahead and add some mounting foam to the back of our Slimline Peekaboo. So there you saw me ink up the bottom and top of the trees, because when I layered these together, I noticed that the white from the trees, what you could really notice it. And so I wanted to tone that white down a little bit. So I just came in with my blender brush, the ink that was left on there from that nautical blue, and went over the top and bottom. I'm layering these pieces in here. The deer, a couple of them I glued in, and then two of them I used the mounting foam strips on those to give it some dimension. And then I glued in some little red birds. Now, if you notice, the windows have snowflakes on them too. And this is what happened. I started at the beginning to stamp my snowflakes, and I ended up messing up the panel. And instead of throwing the panel away, I flipped it over and started over on the other side. So when you get ready to do your panel, go ahead and use your Versamark ink and stamp one side of it. Let it dry. Flip it over, stamp it again, and heat emboss that side. That way, when you cut and you run this through the die cut machine and those windows open up, you have that beautiful design on the inside of the panel as well. So here you can see I use the large Mary Word die, and of course the Christmas from the Holiday Mini Sentiment set. I used 3 of the small trees from the tree assortment dies, and I ran those twice and then just kind of offset them from each other and added that to the front of the card. And you can see here how you get such a great look with this technique. I absolutely love it. Now, don't forget to hop over there and check out Deb Valder at Teaspoon of Fun, because without her, we may not have known that this makes a great gift card holder. So we want to show her some love. And I really appreciate you guys for joining me. You know, you can find more information at Whimsy Stamps on the products I used. And until next time, take care.